Hi guys, I'm Laura Vitale, and on this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, I want to share with you my recipe for gazpacho. Now, the great thing about this is it is one of the most delicious things you can make on a hot summer day. It's great for company, and it's the longer it sits in the fridge, the better it tastes. So it's really fabulous, easy to make. And my recipe calls for, of course, some basic ingredients. We're going to start off with a lot of fresh veggies. I've got some red bell pepper, a fresh cucumber that I have peeled. I've got some garlic. I've got some beautiful vine-ripe tomatoes that I've quartered, a big bunch of parsley. I've got some celery, red onion. I also have here some jalapeno that I have seeded. And then what I have here is a little bit of sugar, Worcestershire sauce, red wine vinegar, extra virgin olive oil, lemon, plenty of salt and pepper, and some good quality tomato juice. Now make sure that when you buy tomato juice it says low sodium on it, just because you don't want any extra added salt and you want to be able to control exactly how much salt goes into your dish. So you're going to make this in a food processor. I wish my food processor was big enough to hold everything, but it's not. So I'm going to have to do this in batches. And here's what I'm going to do. In no particular order, I'm going to add, just clean hands, of course. I'm going to just start adding my veggies in here. So it doesn't matter what veggies you add in, because at the end of the day, they're all going to get pureed together. So I'm probably going to do this in 3 batches, but I'm going to add the sugar, Worcestershire sauce, and my red wine vinegar and lemon juice now. That way all I have to do is just finish whizzing up my veggies. And like I said, it doesn't really matter because it's all going to end up in the same place anyway. And by the way, I'm just squeezing my lemon over my finger so that I can catch the little seeds. It's all going to end up in the bowl anyway, so whenever you want to add it, you can add it. But I say get it out of the way and add it in there in the beginning. And then just to get things going, I'm going to add a splash of our tomato juice, probably like a half a cup, just to get it all going. And now what I like to do is I like to pulse this, and that way I can really, keep my eye on the texture, because what I don't want is super creamy and smooth. I want lots of texture in there. That's what I prefer. You can take it all the way and get it really nice and smooth. I like quite a bit of texture in there. So I'm going to pulse this until it's reached my desired consistency. Perfect. That is just exactly what I'm looking for. And this is my 3rd batch. I did do this in 3 batches because, like I mentioned, obviously my food processor is just a little on the small side. So now it's time to season this. Make sure you season this liberally with some salt and pepper, especially salt, because tomatoes really do drink up salt, and you've got a lot of veggies in there, and you're going to add more tomato juice. So keep that in mind. A good grinding of black pepper. Now think of this as a really gorgeous, flavorful cold tomato soup. One of the things I love to do with this, because everybody loves tomato soup in a grilled cheese sandwich, right? So it's summertime, but you've got your cold tomato soup. So for parties, what I like to do is, especially if I'm doing a backyard barbecue kind of thing, I love to put these in little shot glasses, and then on the grill make grilled pizzas, grilled white pizzas, so that they act like the grilled cheese. Get it? It is just fabulous, and it always goes down really well with everyone. So I figured I'd share. And now I'm going to add in my extra virgin olive oil, and I'm going to give this a toss. Now, if this is too thick for you, you can go ahead. You can see I left it really nice and chunky because that's a personal preference. Make sure you stir it really well. I'm going to add in just a touch more tomato juice. This recipe calls for about 3 cups of tomato juice in total. If you like yours on the thicker side, don't add the tomato juice. If you want to incorporate your olive oil really well, blend it. I like to add my olive oil on top. I love that thin layer of that really gorgeous extra virgin olive oil on top, and I just feel like you can taste the flavors even better. Look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? If you come close, you can see all the beautiful colors. I've left things really nice and coarse so that it's still small enough to eat, to easy, but there's texture. And so much in food is not only about balance between flavors, but it's a balance between textures. So to me, this is perfect. I'm gonna give this a try now, because why make you wait? Because all that's gotta do is set in the fridge for a while, and that's it. And we can adjust the seasoning as well if we need to. Touch more salt, but that, it is money. It is what I like to think of is the best gazpacho in the world. And the reason I say that is because so often when I order this out at a restaurant or whatnot, it is so bland and there's not a real good balance of flavor. Here, you've got all those fresh veggies. So you have the cucumber, which is really cooling. You've got the bell pepper, which is really sweet. And you have the amount of tomatoes, just a right amount of tomatoes to give you a little bit of acidity, but just really balanced well with the vinegar and the olive oil and the lemon and the sugar. It is perfection. Now, you do want to let this set in the fridge for a good couple of hours for those flavors to really blend together, but this is it. It's easy and simple. Try it out at your next cookout or whenever you want to. Let me know how you like it by sharing a picture on social media. I'll leave all the links down below. And let me know about your favorite clever way it is to serve this with in the summer months. Hope you enjoy spending time with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.